where we are presenting to the European citizens and to the world what is going on in the European Parliament in regards to the violation of basic human rights all across Europe. What we've seen happening with this pandemic clearly violates Article 1 of Treaty of the European Union. This is what makes the difference between a tyranny and democracy. When you know everything about what your government does, that's democracy. When the government knows everything about you, that is tyranny. In the month of November 2021, people cannot go to work in Europe if they don't have a green certificate, and in some countries, if they are not vaccinated, even against their will, people cannot enter stores if they don't have a green certificate. People cannot travel, not between countries, but even using the local transportation, if they don't have a green certificate. In our case, we were not allowed to enter the European Parliament if we don't have a green certificate. Now, we are holding our ground. In my case, I'm not obeying. Is this the kind of society we want? That is the reason why there are certain fundamental rights that are individual and personal. And one of such rights is the integrity of the body. No one outside of you can ever vote for you to inject something, to eat something, to do something with your body. It should be solely your will and your wish what to do with your body. It's simple as that. This is not the Europe that they want to live in, where their life is conditioned by a certificate that is not certifying anything. Because someone who's vaccinated can get infected and can spread the infection. And someone who's tested can be infected after the person leaves the place of testing. So what kind of Europe do we want? A kind of Europe where the rights and liberties of every European citizen is respected? Or a tyrannical Europe? The question is the Commission and the Member States complying with what was mentioned here? Because I looked in the Charter, and I quote from Article 3 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, which states the following: rights to the integrity of a person. Everyone has the right to respect for his or her physical or mental integrity. Paragraph 2 of Article 3 says, in the fields of medicine and biology, the following must be respected, in particular: the free and informed consent of the person concerned. Now, is this happening right now in Europe or not? Because what we've seen happening in Austria, for example, people will not be able to exercise basic fundamental rights unless they are vaccinated against their will. This is what is happening in more and more countries. As I said, this regulation is mentioning 15 times that this regulation should not be used to discriminate, and it should not be used to obligate anybody to get vaccinated. Well, I just want to show you 3 pictures on how this regulation is applied right now in Romania. Kaufland, it's one of the bigger stores in Europe. Look what they've done in Romania. They divided their stores for vaccinated and for unvaccinated people. If you are vaccinated, you are allowed to enter this gate. If you are not vaccinated, you enter the other gate. There are walls in these stores that are separating the shoppers from vaccinated to unvaccinated. Guys, is this the type of Europe, the kind of Europe that we want to be living in? The green certificate was just the first step. There are a few more proposals right now under debate in the Parliament. The European Wallet ID, for example, the European Social Security Card. All these things that are creating a system that will monitor, control, supervise, and condition the rights of all the European citizens. And I invite you guys as journalists, just watch what they say and what they do. Because there's a 180-degree difference from what they say and what they promise and what they are committing to in front of the plenary and what the end result is. Look where we are right now. They are not acknowledging the side effects, as my colleague said. They are not acknowledging the basic fundamental rights of the people. And we live right now, slowly but surely. We are transitioning, we are witnessing the transition of the European Union from a democracy to tyranny.